Now be patient, Elsa. We'll get right back with you. 47. 74447. 7447. Fours.
Okay, we're back.
Okay. Well, sorry about that little glitch there. We were talking about Elsa, and this is a time for Elsa to kind of find stability in her life, but it's also a good time for her to break open things. You know, bring out the elephant in the room and make people discuss it. All the uncomfortable topics that everybody's been avoiding. This is a good time for you to bring it out, and that works good for you. It makes it's a good way to resolve a lot of issues, because when I look around the edges, you've got you've got a strong support group around you, but you've also got a lot of little annoyances over the next few weeks. So yeah, this is a good time to call everybody on their BS. Okay,
We lost all the viewers.
we did. Oh dear.
Well, we'll see if they come back or not.
Okay. So
Tell them a story.
tell them a story. Okay. Oh, oh yes. I can tell you about some of the ghosts at the Queens, which is the hotel where I work. And there's one ghost, and he's down in the basement. And he's probably the one, other than Mr. Pinkney, that everybody knows the best. And if you're in the laundry room doing laundry, even people who aren't sensitive get that feeling that they're being watched. And I'm pretty sure, just by how much he likes Kipling, that this would be J.C. Curry. And he was the second owner of the hotel. He was a civil engineer, and he owned the hotel from 1864 right until the I think the 1880s or maybe the 1890s, when he turned it over to his son. And he was strong in the community, and he was very well loved. He was a big galoot of a guy. But I think the thing with him is he always wants to see what's next. And he's in the basement, and the basement of the hotel is one part of the hotel that's original to the building. The rest of the building had burnt in a fire in 1905, and a new building was built on top of that foundation. But the ghosts that were in the basement remained there. And Curry, I would say, is the he's not just the strongest ghost down there. He's also um, the least offensive. Sometimes basement ghosts can be a little unfriendly. We'll just put it that way. And I would say that there are a few unfriendly ghosts in the basement of the Queens, but but uh, J.C. Curry is not one of them. When I worked the overnight shift, I was more than happy to recite Kipling for him, which just seemed to put that soul a little bit at ease and entertain him a little bit.
Perfect. We are back. We have some more questions.
Okay.
Tanya would like a general reading, but before we get started with that, sorry folks, YouTube has kicked me off twice tonight for some reason. Apparently everybody in the world is watching YouTube tonight.
Oh, well. And I appreciate those of you that are here watching me on YouTube. Please remember, it helps us out a lot if you like the video and like all my videos that you watch. It also helps us a lot if you share. So share the videos, feel free to tell your friends about us, get the word out there. And Tanya wanted a general reading. Okay, Tanya, would you like the Pamela Coleman Smith deck or the Lenormand?
Well, if this was a phone call, she could tell you.
Well, that's true. Well, I think we'll do the Pamela Coleman Smith deck. Just because that has the neat bonus cards. Maybe you'll get one of the bonus cards, Tanya. Okay, the middle card, the Magician. The Magician. That's right up your alley, Tanya. This is a good week for you to dabble a bit and practice your magic. Maybe inscribe a candle or two, or do some neat ooga booga stuff. But this is a week where the universe and the fates are on your side. So go ahead and tweak a web or two in the universe. So here's one of the bonus cards, and this one is tribute. Now I want to put, before I get to this card, I want to talk about the Five of Pentacles reversed. And this kind of works against you. It's telling me that you're coming out of probably a difficult period financially. And so that works against you because you've got some catching up to do there. But you've got the Magician on your side. And also what works for you is the tribute. And this is tribute reversed. So this tells me that one final visit, one final look, one more of this or one more of that is not going to happen. Okay, it's this is going to be a good week for you. Remember that this is the week where we go from the year of the steel rat to the year of the steel ox, and that's just a totally different energy. I think you're going to find that the ox energy works with you a lot better.
Elsa didn't get to hear her reading. She's asking about the month of February socially, personally.
Oh yeah, because you've got
worried about her aunt.
Okay, so now, you know, the one thing I got with your reading was I got 4 fours right in the middle. I used the Lenormand. I'm going to use the Lenormand again, but that was just so strange to get 3 fours, and the deck only has 4 fours in it, right? But it tells me that this is a time in your life to look for stability, but it's also a time in your life to kind of shine a light on. Basically, what I told you to do is to shine a light on the elephant in the room. You know, bring out those uncomfortable subjects, break through the walls. It's a good time for you to do it. As far as your aunt, now you did get the 2 birds before, but you get the 1 bird here, and it's a crane, and the crane is an omen of good fortune. You know, so you did say that she wasn't feeling very well, and the word coping comes through. So whatever's going on with her, she's going to find a better way to cope with it, and probably a better way to treat it. I get a feeling that there's something going on with her that it seems to be chronic, that this is not something that's going to go away like a cold. Okay, so it's interesting because the in your reading the last time, the mice showed up on the far right hand side. When I look at what's negatively aspected, there is a lot of fear here, and I think there's a bit of creping where people are just seeing the worst. That looks like a passing influence. So there is a little bit more optimism coming up, although all these little issues, just the little irritating issues, just seem to go on and on and on. And when I put my hand on the mouse card, the word literally comes through. So you may actually have to deal with mice. Maybe you'll have to invent a better mousetrap.
Virgo Queen still wants to get pregnant. I guess you didn't hear
It'll
that.
happen. It'll happen, my love. It'll happen. I'm going to.
No, let's move on.
No, I'm going to pull a few cards for on anything but that. What else is going on in Virgo Queen's life? Okay, so what else is going on in her life?
This better be good.
She got the Ace of Wands.
Is that a flaming rod?
I'm declaring that too. And you got two little boys here. Good, good, good. Okay, so what the cards are saying is that you're just too in love, in lust, in whatever. You're too in the moment to see beyond that. But they are also saying that you've got some opportunities coming in the spring. So there is more to life than just getting pregnant and having twins, which that's still there. But don't let that confuse you, and don't let opportunity pass you by because of that. You know, when it comes to getting pregnant, I hate to say it, but honey, cats do it.
Sweat.
It's easy to do. I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Sometimes I have no control over what comes out of my mouth. Yes.
Weta wants to know whether Diana sees him as a potential partner.
You've got to start telling her when she calls to cry on your shoulder that you're a little too busy. You're starting to fall into the dreaded friend category. Okay, so yeah, she's right at the crossroads with you. Yeah, be too busy to listen to her problems. I know that sounds counterproductive, but you don't want her to just call you when she's got problems. You don't want to be just a shoulder to cry on. You are that already, but yeah, she needs to see you as a man. Yeah, yeah, that's basically what I'm going to tell you right there because she likes you just fine. She likes you just fine. My concern for you is that you end up in the friend category. And so then every time somebody hurts her, she calls you and cries on your shoulder, but that doesn't get you romantically involved with her. Also, start calling her sweetheart or darling or something like that, but cross that line as far as calling her an endearing name. That not being the shoulder to cry on.
Well, Sonia wants to know what's up with the Beebs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, oh good question. Oh, I love to look at the Beebs. Okay, so let's do no. We'll do the Pamela Coleman Smith deck for him. I know he's got some little ones coming up in his life. Okay. Look at he's hitting the road a lot. Things are moving forward for him very fast. He's doing a lot of traveling, but he's also very much looking forward to coming home to see the little woman. You know, I know that they're not going to be together forever, but my goodness, they are so sweet right now. He's just okay. It's interesting because right at the edge, he's got temptation. So somehow it makes me wonder because it talks about him traveling, it talks about how much he loves his wife and everything, but it also says that, you know, there's some underlying feelings there. So it might be possible that he ends up maybe in the same restaurant or something like that with Selena Gomez. Because there's like, I don't get him cheating on his wife, but I do see him being in a compromising position. And that might be a bit of a setup, but that's coming up for him. So, you know, you got all the headlines in the National Enquirer. Yeah, he's getting set up. Oh, that poor guy, you know. And he's getting set up with somebody from his past. So I think he is getting set up with either Selena Gomez or somebody he used to go out with. But let me tell you, folks, at this point in time, he loves his wife very much. Yeah, yeah. He's going to have to come out and say, you know, I used bad judgment there. But then he's going to let everybody know, I love my wife, I love my wife. He loves his wife, he loves being married. I'm sorry that it's getting set up like that. Oh. But having said that, I think that Little Beavers, the first Little Beavers, is going to be coming. It's got the number 6 around it, so I think sometime in the next 6 months we're going to hear about a little baby beaver coming along. All right, so that's a reading for Justin Bieber.
All right, now we've got Don't Say Army on any unrelated video. That's the username, and that's the last time I'm saying that one. Is somebody going to propose to her? No, no, that's not quite it. Propose or proposition, one of the two.
Okay. So we're looking for, let's see what's happening. LOVE. All right. Oh, let's, oh, someone's making plans. Someone's making plans. Oh, yeah. 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 I wouldn't say tomorrow, but you've got something coming up for you romantically, and it says anywhere from I'm getting 8 weeks here and 3 months here. So 8 weeks to 3 months, that puts it right mid spring. Um, but it looks like when you've got 3 of coins, coins is a very earthy card, so you're building something. And the 3 itself just has this really springtime kind of feel to it. Whereas the 8 here has more of a summer sort of feel to it. So sometime between spring and summer, you're playing lovers' games. But they're more than just games, they're for keeps. So yeah, you've got something building up around you that looks pretty good. And people worry about the Fool, but the Fool's about opportunity. The Fool's such a good card that I have it tattooed on my left arm. And I'm not kidding, I actually do have the Fool card tattooed on my left arm, and it is one that talks about great opportunities coming your way. So life is going to make a few changes for you this year. Okay.
Big changes coming up.
Yeah.
I believe that is all the questions that I've come across. But since it's not letting me scroll backwards, it's kind of hard. But then again, it is 6 after 10. Time
My
for
goodness.
This Week in Canada in
This
Ontario.
week in Canada, in Ontario.
Anything but the USA. Oh,
It's so nice to wake up and not feel like you have to make sure that that he has that the president hasn't blown up the world. It's so nice to have someone who's boring.
yeah, all the news, all of the news is like CBC News now.
Yeah,
Snore.
which is exactly the way it's supposed to be.
I just remembered there's some kind of sport event thingy going on or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I don't care how many baskets
Yeah,
they
well,
make. I'm more interested in the
it's the
commercials.
game that cannot be named legally, much like the world sports competitions that cannot be named legally, because copyright lawyers are idiots.
Yeah. They don't have to worry about me because I don't. Which I really don't understand because you got a game here with athletic men running around in skin tight pants up and down a field
And women still aren't watching.
yeah. Okay. So this week in Canada. Oh, I love it. Okay, so the first two cards, which is kind of your baseline, you've got the world reversed, but you also have strength. And I kind of had to laugh because, you know, we got Canada got cut off on some of the vaccines, and we didn't get as much as we ordered, and kind of got that vibe from the rest of the world. Well, you guys are being greedy, but we were being smart, and we put our orders in advance. We're going to get what we asked for. That's what strength is about. We did things the right way, and so Canada is going to get the vaccines that they need. Oh, good. There's jobs programs coming out. There's new jobs programs coming out, but I worry that there's mental health issues that aren't being addressed strongly enough. And that it feels like there's going to be a report or some kind of findings that the mental health institutions in Canada aren't strong enough and aren't addressing the problem well enough, that we need to do more there. But as far as job creation, we're doing well. Yeah, look for like I said, with job creation, we're doing well. More positive news on the financial front, although I think that we're still dealing with the disease for a couple more weeks before we really get to a point where it starts to dissipate. And it's funny because it does it worldwide. It's just like a fog lifting. Yeah, this week's death count is going to be not good. Okay, you have the Queen of Cups, ill aspected. Um, oh, okay. So this goes right along with the mental health, the mental health issues, not just mental health, but women's health issues. These two, these two issues right here, Canada falls short on. There's sort of a disagreement here with the provinces. I just get this I'm hearing like Doug Ford's voice explaining how that the province needs X amount of funding, but is only getting Y amount. So it's kind of like he's saying we're not getting enough, and I see that like when you look at the way this guy's dressed, it's like his clothes are literally laced together because he doesn't have wide enough pieces of cloth, and that really feels like what they're dealing with financially in Ontario, and the idea that Canada as a country is starting to show progress, um, financially, then Ontario's kind of saying, well, we should be getting some of this too. We should be getting a bigger piece of the pie. Everybody feels that way. When I see the devil and the Eight of Wands together, and the devil's ill aspected, the Eight of Wands, they say that sometimes it's associated with travel through air, but I do feel like this air travel. It feels like one of our airlines becomes insolvent. I'm not sure whether they're just going to declare bankruptcy or they're just going to out and out close their doors, but it's something along those lines. But I'm definitely seeing insolvency around an airline. Okay. But despite all the little things, when you look at the big picture, Canada is doing well. That's strength. That's strength and that's confidence. Okay, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Please remember to like and share. This is how you can help us the most. And we'll see you again next week. Anybody who would like a reading with me online, I give online readings now. Anywhere in the world, just send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com. Also, look for more information about classes this summer. If you want me to tell you about the classes once we have them scheduled, just send an email to the Queen of Ooga Booga.com at gmail.com, and we'll keep we'll let you know as soon as we have dates and topics for the classes that I'll be teaching over the summer. We will be having the Ghost of Queens event in October on Halloween. And
News
we will
to me.
see. Yes, I was afraid of that. And we'll see you next week right here on the Queen of Ooga Booga YouTube channel, 9 o'clock Eastern, for Psychic Sundays Live.
Every Sunday night we're here. Folks, do me a huge favor and share the video as much as you can. The more views we have, the more people we get here, and the more fun we're going to have. In the meantime, have yourself a good week coming up ahead. Stay safe. Be well. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Chinese New Year.
Oh, well, Happy New Year then.